Check this. So this gentleman was a member of a popular church in Nigeria where they run very strict and conservative doctrines when it comes to matters of marriage. For years, he had a very strong admiration for one of the popular sisters in the church and wished to marry her. His desire was not just because of her commitment, her holiness, fervent prayers, and outstanding singing talent. She was by all standards one of the most beautiful ladies in the entire church. Tall, fair, smooth skin, lovely curves, very long natural hair, bright white eyes, and a beautiful smile revealed that lovely set of white teeth no one could ignore. She was beautiful. Yeah, she was natural beauty. She was also very humble and friendly, especially with most kids in the church. This gentleman, in his opinion, had seen all he needed to see to decide to marry this lady. So he approached the marriage committee to register his intention, and a supervised courtship began after she was consulted by the committee and she said yes. That's the marital process and procedure in this very popular church. The doctrine of this popular church further forbids a courting couple to ever be alone unsupervised by an appointed marriage committee member. No visits to each other's houses unsupervised. It wasn't allowed. And their conservative and their conversations, as it were, as they talk and they interact, it must be open and transparent. The supervisor must hear all that they talk about. In other words, courtship by the doctrine of the church excluded any form of privacy for the courting couples. No personal moments, let alone physical contacts for these courting couples. That's how it is in the church. This doctrine, which I assume is essentially aimed at preventing the temptation of premarital sex, unfortunately makes it difficult to adequately study and know a spouse to be before committing in marriage. So down the line, 2 years after they got married, the gentleman was full of regrets and was set to quit the marriage and even leave the church. Why? In his argument and submission, he has never in his life met a woman as stubborn, as lazy, and as filthy as the woman he married. After just a kid, she had let herself go. She became extremely overweight. She ate everything in sight, wouldn't take regular baths or even clean the house. The apartment was always filthy and smelling. Leftover food for days in pots and plates in the kitchen and the dining and even in the bedroom. Gathered mold greeted you all around the house. Roaches and house rats running all over the place. And this woman have remained unbothered. What was? She has refused to work or start any business of any sort. She depended on her husband absolutely for everything. However, she remained a fervent prayer warrior, praying to God diligently to arrest and judge her selfish, insensitive, and ever-complaining husband. The man wanted to quit the marriage. What he saw before the marriage is totally different from what he's experiencing after the marriage. The promise, the package before marriage is indeed a far cry from the experience after the marriage. Any business owners are like this woman when it comes to relating with buyers and customers. From a distance, we remain properly packaged, attractive, and compelling because we assume branding is about a beautiful, attractive, and compelling identity. This is a big error. Branding is way beyond an attractive differentiation with name, attributes, colors, imagery, and profile. It's way more than this. Branding is basically about a promise of satisfaction and consistency every time, anytime. To have a name, to be different, distinct, attractive, and compelling, but awful and disappointing to customers when they patronize you, is a form of brand suicide. Your uniqueness will only help customers identify you easily to avoid you the next time they need to shop for your type of product. To ensure your branding effort remains profitable and valuable, there are 4 things you must never toy with. Number 1. Excellent quality. excellent quality. The error most businesses make is to immediately compromise quality in order to absorb growing cost. Once cost goes up, quality is usually compromised. The best response to growing cost is to grow market share and sales volume, not reduce quality. Once quality drops, many customers will walk away sooner or later. Number 2, consistency. Customers naturally have that expectation that the experience with your good product the last time remains what they will always experience and enjoy every time. If the experience is inconsistent, your brand will lose its credibility. Pepsi and Coca-Cola, for example, are both carbonated soft drinks made from cola, but they taste different. Coke has never tasted like Pepsi, and Pepsi has never tasted like Coke, and the customers know the difference. That's consistency. That is credibility. Number 3, reasonable pricing. Most brands are priced based on customer perception, not cost or market trend. You must continue to measure the perception of your customers to be assured of how much they are willing to pay for your brand. If it's less than expected, they judge you as inferior. If it is more than expected, they judge you as expensive. Make sure to always get your pricing right. Regular consumer research will help with this. Number 4, availability. There is no point spending so much to build a brand and putting in so much effort to make it attractive when customers can't find you when they want to buy you, when they need to buy you. Being available at critical point of sale is a powerful way to prevent a switch to competition. If they seek your brand and you're hardly available, they'll buy your competitor. Dear business owner, don't build an attractive looking brand with so much promise and end up a bundle of disappointment and failure to buyers when they try. The power of every brand is in a promise kept and that reputation of consistency. Impress your buyers. Don't just attract, perform. For counseling, advice, or consultations on how to start, how to build and grow a very profitable and strong business, simply send me a WhatsApp message on 0706 349 6599. If you're reaching out from outside of Nigeria, the WhatsApp number is +234 706 349 6599. You can also visit my online store and download very powerful and realistic content that will guide you and help you build very strong and profitable business anywhere you're at. The link is www.seller.co/m/Muyiwa Afolabi. This link, I believe, is also attached to this content you're listening to right now. So just click on it and you'll find yourself in my online store. Muyiwa Afolabi is my name. Thank you so much for paying attention to this. Have a productive day. Bye-bye.
Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.